Hey, it's Sunshine, and we are going to do the Aries horoscope for 2019. If you listen to any of the other videos, you will notice that um, in 2019, Aries starts on March 20th. However, if you go back to, let's say, 1995, Aries actually started on March 21st. So just kind of keep that in mind that it will fluctuate depending on the year you were born. I don't want you to think that I don't know what I'm doing, but just to keep it kind of, you know, simple, I just pick certain dates and just go with that. But you'll notice on my website and here that I say that, Aries is beginning on March 21st. But for 2019, it began on the 20th. However, this is just for any Aries, okay? The dates are important because of degrees. This right here, the degree changes, which is very important for when other planets touch that degree, significant things happen. So it's really important to get the date of birth right, especially if you're doing a personal horoscope. For this, it's just a general horoscope for Aries for 2019. So again, I'm going to break it down into different dates. Again, it fluctuates by a day or two. So, you just kind of determine that and you'll be able to tell about what's going on in your life. But for about March 20th to about April 1st or 2nd, last year was challenging for you, okay? Because last year you had Saturn that was just coming into Capricorn, and that is squaring your sun, which was very, very difficult. You had to make some very serious or challenging decisions about the direction your life was going. It may have required you to make some necessary changes about your job, your career, your health, or personal relationships. It was a checkpoint kind of what maybe happened maybe 7 years ago, even 14 years ago, projects or something you may have started. Checking to see if any changes needed to be made or if you're still on course for the plans that you made. Saturn has a 29-year cycle. And so in another 7 years, this is going to connect directly to your sun sign, and it'll be a fresh cycle. Okay, so that 29-year cycle is coming to a close. And so if we were to do a personal horoscope and go back so many years, we'll know exactly what you may have been experiencing those 19 20 some odd years ago, what was going on in your life. Maybe you were really young, so it had something to do with your parents, but nonetheless, Saturn cycles are extremely, extremely important. And this was a big one for you. This was a big one for you. So hopefully those decisions or challenges have, the decisions have been made and you're working through those, and a burden may seem to be lifted. Maybe feeling lifted. Right now, you may just be making tweaks to those changes. Things may be settling. So those were good things. It may have been very uncomfortable for you, but it was some serious life lessons going on. And a lot of structures were being torn down so that you can be rebuilt. Okay. Very karmic time. Okay. Again, a lot of lessons being learned there. So that was last year. So as far as this year, I'm just going off of sun sign. So there could be many other things going on with you this year. But regarding your sun sign, nothing else really going on. Again, remember that your Venus sign could be, in Pisces, which could be affected by Neptune, which would be very significant. And I will caution you about love adventures. It could be in Aquarius, and that could be an issue, especially if it's early Aquarius, because you'll have this planet here, Uranus, squaring that. So it's important for me to know hey, let me do a personal reading so we can see where these planets are placed. You could have Venus in Aries, which will be impacted by this Saturn here, or even Pluto, which could signal, again, lessons or hardships in love life, or transformation or crisis in love life. Or it could be in Taurus, and right here on this on Uranus, and that could be, an instant love affair, a sudden love affair. So again, those are things that we're not. I would only know if I did a personal horoscope for you. You have other points. The moon could be anywhere in your chart. And your the north nodes. These nodes could be on any planet in your chart. So again, it's really, really, really important for you to get a personal horoscope, or at least a chart. Constructed so you can see where your planets fall and what other planets could be impacting your life at this point. But that's what's going on for Aries, March 20th through April 1st or 2nd. So if we go to April 3rd-ish, okay, all of those things at that March 21st through April 2nd Aries we're going through is kind of what you're going through this year, okay? You will feel tested. You may feel like things are just difficult. It's burdensome right now. You may feel like you're not being recognized for your efforts. It's a lot of responsibility being placed on you. People, things, or situations is just challenging you. You may have to make decisions that you just really don't want to make. That may be hard, but it is going to be so rewarding in the end. So it's really, really important for you to really think through those people or situations that are no longer working for you. And make those changes, okay? You want to make them on your own because you don't want the universe to make them yourself. This is definitely a time of evaluating your life, your decisions, and your options. It's also important that you pay attention to your health, okay, during this time. Your energy may feel low. And at the same time, you will have the strength and endurance, to overcome a lot. Okay. Those born closer to, and this was for April 3rd through the 12th-ish. Okay. But that was more for the Aries. That explanation I just gave was for those born April 3rd through, I'm going to say about April 10th, ish. Okay. Now those born the 11th, and the 12th, maybe even the 13th, okay, you probably have been experiencing this energy for a while, but there will be like a feeling of death and rebirth, of things going on in your life. Not literally death, but things dying, you feeling transformed. There's like a purging in your life, getting rid of things old, and this is to bring in new energy, new things, new transformation. This will require you to dig deep and work through old behaviors and patterns that have not been working for you. It will call for you to transform your vision, so to speak, you have for your life. You do have some positive energy that will help you through this, okay? So if you activate your faith, be positive, affirmations, have a big perspective, looking at the big picture, you do this work, it will definitely pay off for you, okay? Those born April 14th through the 19th-ish, you're coming out of a year of unexpected changes. This planet Uranus here was on your sun sign, okay? And there were a lot of changes. Some of you were forced to make some adjustments that maybe you weren't really ready to make yet, but you had no choice. because that's what the universe called for. Hopefully you embrace those changes and the universe didn't have to force them upon you. But you are still in it. It's subsiding, hopefully. It is coming to an end. So that's a good thing about astrology. It can show when things will come to an end, the beginning of things. You know, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And that's what it's about. It's about timing. You may be faced with some crossroads and making some tough decisions. But it will depend on the rest of your horoscope, okay? But this is, you know, a time for you where hopefully you have made those changes and you're embracing it and you're living your best life. You're, you know, at this time, it's going to be really important that you set the foundation, because those Aries that I just explained, you know, from, you know, March 20th through the 12th, 13th-ish, you will experience those things next year. And it's really important that you lay the foundation so that things aren't as difficult. If you do the work beforehand, the lessons that will come will be a breeze compared to what it could be, okay? So that's Aries. If you have any other questions and you want to reach out to me, please feel free to send me a message, leave a comment, or you can go to www.flirtingwiththezodiac.com or email me at flirtingwiththezodiac@gmail.com. Thank you.